the importance of the question why. If you assess conflicts, you have to truly ask yourself different questions, starting from where, who, why, finishing with when. But the most important question in the world is the question why. Why people are involved? What is the real motivation? And you may say that this is pretty easy because often actors, people, communities, states are saying why they are in this particular argument, conflict. But what people are saying is not necessarily what really motivates them. This is why it's good to analyze their positions, interests, and needs. So what are the positions? Positions are their official statements, what they're officially saying, their official motivations. So when you have international meetings, what head of governments, states are saying, why they are involved. These are the official positions. This is what we have on the surface. But you have to move beyond that. So you have to also understand the interests. What is the difference between the position and the interest? So the position is what people are saying they want, and the interest is what they really want. And sometimes these are two different things. So you have to understand what they are saying, but you also have to understand what they really want. It's sometimes harder to find information about it. It needs more analysis, but it's crucial if you want to understand what is really going on. And at the end, you have to also dig into needs. So needs, these are the things that are hidden inside us, things that we don't want to often share with others. Needs are often connected to our identity. So needs are connected to the things that really scare us, that create fear. So often needs are about existential things. And often it's hard to differentiate between interests and needs. So sometimes you will be just able to move from position to interests and stop there. But if you have time, if you have resources, it's good to try to figure out the needs. Why it's important? Why it's important to ask the question why? I will give you a quick, simple example. People often have conflicts over dishes, dirty dishes in the kitchen. No one wants to do the dishes. And the quick solution, you may say, to this problem is to buy a dishwasher or to hire someone who will do the dishes. But often, it's not enough. Why? Because conflict about the dishes is sometimes not about the dishes. It's about insecurities. It's about something is not okay in our relationship. So the dishes are just there, and we use the dishes to show that something is broken in our relationship. So the conflict, it's not about the dishes. Well, it is, but there are deeper root causes of why we are having this argument. Power imbalance, feeling insecure in a relationship, or feeling that, okay, I'm doing most of the work and I don't know how to express that. So I use the dishes to have an argument. So if you ask the question why, if you use this conflict to sit down and talk about what the real problem is, you are able to build a better relationship. You are able to repair what is broken. Just remember, conflict about the dishes is sometimes just about the dishes. But it's good to sit down and talk about the roots, what is really bothering us. And this is what you should do with interpersonal conflicts, community conflicts, or international conflicts.